I had to do so much today that I literally forgot to start filming because I wanted to try this out. So I'm gonna try this out. Obviously the other day I didn't have my wastegate hooked up, like it's just there. So it was just running infinite boost, and that's why it was breaking up. So I'm gonna put the spring pressure to 4 PSI, which basically what you do, these are the springs that come with it. So the stock spring is 8 PSI. There's this is 7 PSI, and then there's 2 springs. You can add 1, or you can add 2, or you can add 3. So the maximum you can get, you can have 7, 8, or 10, or 9, whatever. Or did you have this spring, which you take the cap off of the wastegate there, which there is some little metal jammies in here, so we're gonna have to go ahead and, it's not even metal, it's like fucking styrofoam. We basically take these little set screws out, and I'll show you what to do after that. So you go ahead and wiggle that off. So this is a diaphragm right here. Make sure everything's clear of any bullshit. So basically when you pull this up, that opens up and lets the wastegate open. For anyone who doesn't know, you can see in there. Yeah, so that's what's gonna control your turbo. So what you do is you take your little spring. So instead of this one going on the outside, this one goes here and basically just kind of helps this spring compress, I want to say. It helps, it's like a vacuum assist, and then it should be at 4 PSI. Should be. I don't have a boost gauge yet. I think it's delivering tomorrow or the next day, so we're going to install some gauges soon. But that's how you do that, so let me go ahead and put this back together. Although this is not safe because the wastegate is pointing that way, the spring pressure should be 4 PSI, I hope. I have the vacuum line going over there. I guess the only way to find out is to try and drive it. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Alright, just making sure that the turbo is a turbo. That was.
Oh, it wasn't.
It just opens with ease because Callie showed up.
Someone messaged me and was like, "Where have you been? Why aren't you in the videos?" I was like, "Chill, I come after filming." I'm so jealous. It's not even funny.
Here, hold the camera. Watch it break up now. Check engine light.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it's not good. My hood is fucked. So I put the I should probably move this a little bit, but I put the line down here instead. Every time I see it, it's up here. Like I said, I've never done this before. All right, I want to hear it, but it would make sense that if this was getting boost pressure, that it would want to push up on this and not down. I don't know. That would hold it closed. This one would push it up, thus pushing that up. So let's see if that works. Let's see if we hear wastegate. Well, I definitely heard wastegate. It still breaks up, but I mean, it's breaking up less, and I do hear wastegate now, so I think it's on the right spot. Oh yeah, I hear wastegate. Now I can actually, let me put this outside so you guys can hear the wastegate. Okay, Pasa. The wastegate works, so that's good. piping popped off again though. Oh, it's up there again. I really didn't want to do this, but I was like just kind of poking around yesterday, and I came over here. Let me turn the light on down here. And I realized, I was like, oh, so I have this, and I have jack shit to do with it, but I have some little bends over here. Like there's some pretty straight bends on this thing. So I got to thinking, that's the same size as that wastegate tube. So, because no one's gonna buy this, and I hit up the company and they won't let me return it, which is pretty freaking wank. So, I'm gonna get one of these, cut it here, cut it here. I have this that came with the Turbonetics kit, so I'm going to be using that as the flange so I don't have to drill out the other one. I cut this piece off of the manifold that didn't work. I cut this off the dump pipe I got because it was the smaller, I don't know what size it was. The holes were too close together for it to work, so I cut the flange off. I'm going to use this one. And I have another piece. So I have two pieces like that and one like this. So basically the idea, so, all right, let me, hear me out here. So if this right here is hitting that right there, then basically what I want to do is have the wastegate come out right here. So in order to do that, I'm going to measure out from right here straight over and right here straight over, and yeah, do that. And I'm gonna have to bang down the hood a little bit right there and do some body work that wasn't necessary before, but you know how it goes, guys. Out here breaking shit. This is like not even getting burnt like at all. So a little bit of heat wrap tape and we'll be good on that. Confirmed down pipe will not break the thing. All right, so here's all my pieces. I know you guys are probably looking at this like, what the hell's going on? Don't you worry, okay? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be all right. So basically that's it. That's what I meant by like the little, like the small welds. That's kind of as small as I can get it with MIG. I haven't tried TIG yet, but this one didn't look the best, so I just ground it down, and I'm just gonna go over it one more time and just kind of roll a bead around it. Well, I'm gonna do like the little, like this spot welding type deal, but just to be sure. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it just stayed like that, but stuff like this, it's like, I don't know, you know, that could be, yeah, I see a couple holes, so that's not good, you know. I see a couple holes inside there, so we're gonna fix that. All right, well, that's welded enough for me, I would say. Not the worst. I don't know. I don't want to grind it down. I think it looks better like that. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna do. I think it looks fine. The shape isn't bad. Flows, not that it needs to, but I'm gonna just flatten that off because that's where it's gonna be coming out the hood, and I don't want a friggin' weird like shape coming out of there. So I'm just gonna cut that flat. All right, so I heat treated it just so it stays that color and doesn't get like a weird color. I kind of like the difference in the colors. I like the shape of it. I think it's unique, obviously, because I just made it out of a friggin' eBay header. But there's there's only 3 welds that I did on it. Yeah, and to position it, which is basically from the engine moving and from me closing the hood, this is what happened from the wastegate. So you can imagine that kind of pissed me off. So what I went ahead and did to see where this was gonna go is I just like slammed my hood down on it. So now I'm basically just gonna cut out like a 2-inch circle right here and then put like some type of aluminum plate around it just so it looks better, like over the paint, riveted on or something, but here it is. I don't think that's too damn bad. Right there you can see that dent, that's from that. So I'm gonna cut this out. It ended up being exactly where I wanted it to be. Over on this side, not over here where the roof thing is, or where the hood prop is or anything. I didn't want to have to cut any of this. It's perfectly right there. Not in the way of anything, and I think it looks pretty dope. So that's gonna be a thumbnail for show. So yeah, I don't have a hole saw. That sucks. And I don't want to take this out. So I'm not gonna drive this in the lot, because you guys know, and it's probably better that I don't drive this and try to open the wastegate any more than I already did, because these things, like, as soon as they see like 3 pounds of boost, they're breaking up. Like, unless I get some type of like FMU or put injectors in it, it's not gonna run right. So there's no point of me, you know, ripping on it until I get it tuned. So hopefully that's coming soon. I just have to button up a couple things, get the vacuum line sorted out, get the intake sorted out and all that. But I'm gonna hop on eBay and see if I could find any type of, because I've seen like these cool like star things, like, you know, on the drag cars, you guys have seen that, like you know what I'm talking about. It's like a little star. But I mean, if I have to, I'll just make it out of like, I'll go get like some like aluminum real thin sheet metal and just get like shears and try to make something. But if I can buy one that's like pre-done, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I hope this sticks out just the right amount and like not too much. Like I hope just right here sticks out of the hood. I feel like it's gonna be more. I'm probably gonna have to cut it down, but whatever. Whatever. If I have to cut like this whole piece off, I don't really care. And the opening will just be bigger on top. I don't know. I like it. I like the way it looks. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think that's too shabby. I like the colors. I gotta friggin' paint my valve cover at some point. I know you guys are telling me, don't start painting. Dude. Chill out. I gotta friggin' make it look a little bit nice, you know? I've really tried to work on like getting this car running and like getting it boosted like quick, you know what I mean? Before I start like paint and body work and wheels and 5-lug swap and all that stuff, because I want it to run good first for obvious reasons. And it's just kind of like the opposite of what I did with that. Like I painted that when it had no engine, all that stuff, you know what I mean? Then I put the engine in. But that's because I didn't have all the stuff or the money to buy all the stuff. Now that I have everything and the money to buy the stuff, clearly the stuff's on the car, I really want to focus on getting this running good before it looks good. So just keep that in mind. We're doing friggin' good. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I had to do some stuff yesterday and I couldn't really film. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.